Hello, we are live and welcome to Touch Space Daily. Let's run those intro credits. Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, August 15th, and welcome to Touch Base Daily and Focus Friday. And as you can see, my name is Chris Edwards, and I'm here with the beautiful, the wickedly talented, the amazingly smart Gwendolyn Houston Jack. Good morning. How are you doing?
You're so kind. Thank you.
Oh,
I like that. I should record that one.
Well, you know, it's recorded here, so you have it for prosperity.
You are, yes, there you go, yes.
Feel free to use it. Feel free. So, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Touch Base Daily. As you can see, our fearless leader is not here with us again today. I mean, you know, he's just playing hooky twice this week already. No, seriously, he's at the dentist again, getting his final deep cleaning.
Look.
So that's where Ron is at today. Luckily, I had the keys to the house, so I just let myself in, and it's a party. It's Friday, so I'm letting in some other people. So, hence Gwendolyn. But anyway,
yes,
it's Friday. The summer is winding down. I don't know. I'm kind of sad to see summer kind of slowly fading away. I'm not really a summer person. Spring and fall, my seasons, and I don't really care for the heat, but I have to say this. Since we've moved to this new community, I love it here, and I spend a lot of time outside, more than I thought I was. I go to the pool maybe about 2 to 3 times a week, and we invite people over to come and use the pool with us and have a good time. So I'm going to kind of miss that when the pool closes. I think it closes like either the end of September, early October.
Really? The end of September? I guess it gets,
I think so.
You're on the East Coast. It gets kind of cool. You get that little fallish weather. Is there a hot tub?
No, there isn't a hot tub. If there was a hot tub, you would never see me in here. I'd be broadcasting live.
I told the husband, I was like, we need a hot tub. He was like, but it's already hot. I said, that's not the conversation
different.
Here.
It's different.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is not.
And a hot tub could be used during the winter time.
Yes. You can use it all year round.
I'm going to put that as a suggestion.
Yes.
No, they might just show. I mean, they're constantly putting stuff, into use here. So good suggestion. If you got any more, keep them coming. Keep them coming.
I'm not a big summer person. I mean, it gets really hot here. Like yesterday, we got to a real feel of 106, which is like average this time of the year. So it's actually been kind of mild. I hate to say that. It's been kind of mild because I've seen worse. I have seen much worse. But I'm okay with the heat. I'm okay with the heat. I'm okay with the cold. I'm good for all of the seasons. I love fall, but it's more fashion related. Fall is like you get your gloves, your hat, your scarves, all the things.
Yes. The layers. The layers.
You get your boots and everything. So
yes.
And it's just,
I can tolerate summer, but I don't like the humidity. I've never liked humidity, especially when I had hair. Because I had curly hair, it would just frizz up. But
trust, I understand. I know. I know. I remember those days, Chris. I remember.
Yes, so do I. But yeah, I can deal with the dry heat. Like when I've gone to out west, like to Arizona in the desert, I don't mind that heat because it's dry.
But it is hot. Like Vegas gets hot.
Yes, I've been to Vegas during the summertime.
It's burning. I was like, "What is this?" But it's hot.
It's brutal. It's brutal.
So I'm good. I can adjust to all. If I have to choose, though, I would choose heat over cold because cold, if you're freezing, it's like you just cannot get warm enough. You just can't.
Blankets, throws, lots of clothes. But I get it. Speaking of Vegas, go ahead.
So there was a time I was in line for a sample sale at Dooney and Burke in the city, and they had one of those little Arctic blasts come through, And it was so cold. Like my nose was running, but I didn't know it was running. So Lay was like, ma'am, your nose is like, I was like, holy, because you can't feel anything. And I
Yeah,
have
this
on
is true.
mad layers, silk thermals, like all the things. And I was just like, holy snikes, because you can't feel your face. So
Yeah, I get that.
yeah.
I do get that. All right. I want to step back a little bit because you mentioned Vegas heat. I just want to touch on Vegas a little bit. I know this is Focus Friday. We tend to focus on accounts that bless us and uplift us, but we'll also talk a little bit about some other things. Vegas is a very interesting place, and it is, as they would say, the canary in the coal mines. It really tells the story of what's going on in America. Vegas is very empty right now during this peak summer season. Typically you have a lot of international travelers and visitors there, and you don't even have the local, like people from America going there. Vegas is so expensive right now. I can attest that personally. Ronald and I went there for our anniversary this year. We went the first weekend in February because I was away for work on our actual anniversary. And it was wickedly expensive. I don't ever remember Vegas being that expensive. Of course, the last time I was there was back in 2019, I want to say, or 2018. But, I remember you could go stay on the strip at a really nice hotel, go to a restaurant, have a good meal, go there for a weekend. All right. Let's just say a weekend, like from Friday to Sunday, and do all the things, go to a show for like $500. $500 now basically is just the room for one night.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
I've never been a strip person. I always stayed in Henderson, close to Sunset Park, because I would go for running, right? Me and my running days back in the day. But even still, you could do stuff and not break the bank. And it is insane right now.
Yeah.
It is insane. So people are not coming. Now, granted, coming to the US is already an issue. Like people, we travel. So we do watch when they say, hey, here's some travel alerts, be aware of blah, blah, blah. It's like, the US is on that list in other countries.
Yes,
right?
that part.
I just, I understand
don't want to come
that
and
there
get
may be
snatched up.
we're on that list too, sis. But people are not traveling here. And then locally, you have to think
it's too expensive.
It's expensive.
Listen, when we went there, now mind you, we were there from Thursday to, I want to say Sunday or Monday, I forget. But we stayed at a really nice hotel. We knew we were going to pay some money for that. Fine, that was given. Well, I've known in the past, because Ronald had never been to Vegas, he wanted to go. So I said, all right, let's just go to Vegas for our anniversary. You can go on a strip or even off the strip and get like pretty good deals on pretty good food.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Every time we sat down to eat, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this, from breakfast, this is just breakfast, it cost us $100 plus every single time for two people. And I wish I would have known what I know now before I went, because watching lots of YouTube videos, a lot of these content creators were going around Vegas and showing how these restaurants and hotels are putting all these additional fees. Some don't even make any sense. And if you know, you can say, hey, can you take this off? They'll take it off because it's not an enforceable fee, but they just keep adding things on. I had pancakes, eggs, sausage links, a coffee, and an orange juice. He had like an oatmeal and something else, because Ron doesn't really eat eggs like that. And it has to be done a certain way, and typically he only makes it for himself.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
It has to be over easy, and it's very particular. Like, I can't even make eggs for him because he doesn't want me to.
Lord bless.
One of those. But anyway, that meal that I just described to you, we didn't get anything fancy, was like $102.
That's insane.
It is crazy.
So the junk fees, these fees where people are, and I hate to say people, businesses, I understand two parts. I understand you're trying to offset some of the costs that you have to incur. I get it. However, your customer doesn't necessarily need to pay what you have to incur for business. Like that's just, or there is a way to spread it so that
I
it's
don't even
not,
think that's
what I
it.
mean? Like
I don't even think that's
I
it.
I was telling Ron about recently, I've noticed, because I always look at my total before I buy stuff, but there is this sort of package protection fee that certain online retailers are adding. Now, I bought an outfit from DVF about a couple of months ago. No, last year, although I've been shopping, but last year. And so there is this fee that I had never seen before. It's like $8 and it's called package protection. So just in case your package gets snatched up, they'll replace it. And I thought, well, it ain't the cheapest thing, so let me do it. The fact that I got this box and it had no tape on it, like none. I was like, if you don't charge me $8, the least you can do is actually tape that bitch up. That's the least you can do. Now it was still in there, but I thought, wait, what? And there are other people who are doing this package protection. I was like, this is all the junk fees. It's the same thing that if you have to pay a bill online, there's a fee for that. This is your money. You want this money?
Yes.
Because I would go get some checks. I would get checks and I will mail a bill in a minute. Trust. Because it's like, look, it'll have to get this snail mail. But why are you charging me to pay you?
That part.
What?
That part.
Yeah. We have gone away. I don't know.
All right. Well, let's see who's in the room. We've got about 5 watchers right now. It's a little low for a Friday, but I understand it's like getting towards the end of the summer. People are starting to travel and get those vacations in before everybody got to go back to school and work full time. So first in the room, as always, who gets our gold star is Hannah. Good morning, Hannah. And Hannah says, good morning, Chris and Gwendolyn. And rounding up second with the silver is Lisa. Morning, Lisa. She says, yeah, I closed my pool the first week of October, but I have closed it in November in the past too. Okay.
Yeah.
November is kind of steep.
It gets, well, I mean, so on the East Coast, yeah, because, down here, it'll still be it'll fall here.
Yeah. And Lisa, you're on the East Coast. That's kind of daring. All right. And rounding up our third spot and getting the bronze is Chris R. And she says, good morning. And we say good morning right back at you. Let's see who else is in the room. Kimmy Kim's in the room. Hey, Kimmy. And she says, hello. So, of course, today is Focus Friday. And, we try to focus on accounts that uplift us and inspire us. So, even though Ron's not here, I asked him to send me some of his posts that he really liked from some accounts. So we're going to show some of those. And then also, I have one or two.
I have
I actually want to. Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah,
so I want to start off. Okay. I do want to start off with an account called State of the People. Let me pull it up real quick. Where is my share button? I got to find it first. Sorry. Share screen. Instagram. We're going to share this. Okay, cool. So this is State of the People. It has 91.5K followers, and this is a really good organization. They had a live stream last night that I watched. It was about 2 hours. I say for about 1 hour and 45 minutes. It was hosted by 3 co-hosts. It was Angela Rye. Oh gosh, who's the other 2 again? Why am I drawing a blank here? And I know Joanne Reed, and I forget the other lady's name. But they were basically talking about the state of America and the attack on Black America specifically. And they brought in a bunch of different speakers that had knowledge about the topic. And then also they even brought in the mayor of DC. And what I'm glad they brought her on there, Muriel Bowser, because of course the Orange Menace set out on his attacks yesterday because she was out of the district. And, of course, he doesn't give context of saying, oh, during this hard times, basically, where's she at? So she came on and she said, I'm in Martha's Vineyard. And she said, excuse me, prior to the Orange Menace, doing what he did on Monday, my daughter and I had a planned vacation. But because of what he did, I had to stay behind, but I sent my daughter ahead so she can enjoy all the activities and stuff that we had planned. So she went to Martha's Vineyard to bring back her daughter. So that's where she was at yesterday. And she should be back in the district sometime this morning, today. She should be back now. But, with social media, people put stuff out there and do not give context. So I'm just glad she was able to, one, go on there and clear that up. But then also just talk about what it really means to be under federal, I don't know what you want to call it. I call it a hijacking. But,
it's a police state, but yeah, and it is a hijacking.
Yeah.
I didn't check anything. I am very intentional about where I put my time in regards to like social media and news. And so I only do 6 minutes typically every other day. And yesterday was not the day to get my 6 minutes in. But I want to say this, even if she had decided to go to Martha's Vineyard and enjoy her time with her daughter, people forget that joy is an act of rebellion. It is a huge act of rebellion, and it is revolutionary. People say, oh my God, how can you be happy in times like this? And shouldn't you be upset? And shouldn't you be? No, the good Lord did not put me here to not be grateful for being here one more day. And I'm not going to be giving you all of my energy. It's not even worth that. It's not worth it, right? Like in an entire day, you got 24 hours, 8 of them, you ought to be getting some sleep. So the other hours that you have, you're working on stuff. But we are not here to work every single day of the moment. There has to be moments for joy and rest and getting your stuff together. That's how that works. Now, for somebody who has taken over a state, you have plenty of other places that need attention. Tennessee, I mean, that flooding, that is ridiculous because, climate change ain't real. But there are places that you should be focused on where people need real help from the National Guard. But alas, you're trying
protest.
to clean up the district and take back. And I don't have anybody got time for that. We ain't got no time for that.
Yeah. But if you get a chance, like I said, I don't know if you can actually watch it without subscribing to their page. So you have to go to State of the People, I believe it's stateofthepeople.com, and sign up. Because like I signed up, you just put in your email address, of course, and create an account. It's no fee associated with it. Then it allows you to watch. I was interested because I really wanted to see what they were talking about. And like I said, Joy Reid narrated along with Angela Rye. And they had, like I said, a lot of great guests. They had some of the senators that are in Texas that broke quorum and are away, and explaining why they're doing what they're doing. The fact that they're being fined $500 a day when they only get, I believe it's $600 for the month as a stipend, basically as pay. In addition, they basically have to still keep their offices open, their local offices open, and pay their staff. And I know that they are raising money, and like Beto O'Rourke is raising money for them to help support their efforts and what they're doing in Texas. So if you get a chance, go follow State of the People. It's actually a pretty good page. They do a monthly live stream, I believe, as basically just to give a State of the People address. And it's a really good page to follow. So definitely go check that out. Let me go back. Oh, you know what? I want to show this too, because we were just talking about how this Orange Menace is, trying to take over DC. Let me see if I can find this one. Here we go. This man, I'm going to read this, okay? For those keeping track, Trump put himself in charge of the Kennedy Center. Then he invited himself to host the awards. Then told himself he was president and do I have time, but humbly accepted the offer from himself before praising himself for honoring himself like no one else would. How narcissistic are you? This man made himself the chairman of the board. He wants to rename the place after his wife. He is going to be hosting the Kennedy Awards. He found out most of the nominees, And then like he's talking to him about himself in the third person about, oh, I should have been nominated. Well, maybe I'm going to nominate myself. I'm like, how fucking crazy are you? Gwendolyn, talk to me.
Okay, so this, I don't even know if I have words. Okay, so I will say that I do talk about myself in the third person, right? Most of the greats do. I don't know about that one, and I can't even imagine him hosting a show because he can't even speak. Like, bro can't speak. Like,
No.
literally, it is the worst. I would much rather hear nails on a chalkboard.
There you go.
Because that says how bad it is. I'm like, my God, like, dude, did someone never say we should probably take a class in public speaking and being able to truly articulate your words so that people can understand you, and that there are other things in the world beyond saying very, very, and great, and great, and very, and great, and very.
I have the best words. I have the best words.
Like, oh, Lord have mercy. So yeah, okay. But this, yeah. I'm speechless.
Enough about that.
When you're this mediocre that you just have to take everybody else's stuff and slap your name on it, like that's your flex. I said, when I said that I stay in prayer every morning, I'm like, now look, Lord, we've been talking a lot lately. I'm gonna need you to help us with that. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I am paying for patience and a lot of understanding. We're in the twilight zone and it just won't end. Like, when will this episode end? When is it going to end, please?
Like I said, we are disappointed with The Simpsons, but we'll move on.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Let's see what some other people are saying. Hannah got a good laugh out of that. Welcome, Mimi. She says, good morning, Chris, Gwendolyn, and RLP crew.
Morning.
Kimmy says there should be no time for when you're leading a whole country. Yeah, like no other president has been this involved in day-to-day things that had nothing to do with them. Like, sir, you should be managing the country, and you're finding time to host the Kennedy Center honors. Like, this doesn't make any sense to me.
Let me go down this pathway, because Kimmy she makes a really great point about where the president's time should be spent, where all of our time should be spent in terms of like people who are in public service, i.e. your senators and representatives and all the people, right? There are things that they really should be doing. You have someone who's in the White House right now who sees this as just a TV show, and he doesn't know anything other than creating chaos for attention, because his mama didn't give him enough, and clearly his daddy didn't give him enough. So he gonna figure out how to get his tension, as my grandmama say, his tension. He gonna figure it out. But when you look at the U.S., and we are road trippers, there are so many opportunities for growing each of these individual states. Highways, bridges, parks. There are so many opportunities. Now, again, I am in Texas. They just passed a whole bunch of ignorant laws for school where they're banning cell phones, but they are putting up the 10 commandments. They are making it easier to suspend kids who are homeless, all of that. But we don't want to take care of gun control. We don't want to fix like some of these potholes in the cities, because Texas doesn't really have great state highways. I'm sorry. If you travel in Texas, we got some really great rest visiting centers and highways.
Okay.
Then you travel through like a Louisiana and through Mississippi and through Alabama, Tennessee, where there are so many opportunities of where you could be doing something, but you got people who want to do a bathroom law. Like, there's real work to be done here, and this ain't it. This is not it. When are we going to start getting to something? Now, here's the different part. When you had these other people who were in that position, they're not doing their job. Where I don't know what she's doing. JD Vance, he been on vacation like since he took his job.
The whole damn summer.
Like, are you doing anything, sir? Like anything?
He's getting rivers raised so he can go canoeing with his family.
Right?
Using the Army Engineer Corps.
and people are silent. It's like, at what point do you realize that the lie that you've been told really was just that? It is a lie. That you got people right now in power who are just mediocre. They are less than mediocre, actually, because I think my great nephew could do a better job. I mean, it's ridiculous, but we don't want to talk about that because that'd be too much like rights.
Your grandson that isn't born yet could do a better job. Okay.
Right. That kid, he in the womb.
He's more educated than some of those people.
Yes.
But anyway, let's see what else people are saying before we move on to our next thing. Where is it? I saw something. Bryson. Good morning, Bryson. How are you? In pop culture and music, Doja Cat dropping her new album via coming out. I guess it's coming out September 26th. Maybe a little typo there. Good morning, Miss Elise. She says, "Good morning, everyone." Elise, you're scheduled to come up next on our feature for today. So we're gonna play a little bit of your walking the streets of DC. Let's see who else we got in the room. Hannah says, "Good morning, Elise." Mimi says, "Facts." Oh, here we go. Elise says he goes on vacation every month.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why he wants to become vice president, so he can go on vacation. It's a good paying job if you can get it.
I mean,
all right. Bryson also says Tiana Taylor released her track list. She's bringing out bigger stars like Kerry Washington, Taraji P. Henson, Regina King, Lala Anthony, Niecy Nash, Bates, Jill Scott, Tala, and Lucky Day. Sorry. So yeah, a lot of people are dropping their say that again.
What is this track list for?
I guess her upcoming album.
Oh,
she has a new album coming out. Yeah, a lot of artists are dropping new albums this fall. Mariah Carey's dropping something. It's rumored that Beyonce will be dropping Act 3 sometime this fall also. So a lot of.
Maybe? I mean, she's a Virgo.
Yeah. So that is the rumor, and it's supposed to be a rock album. So let's wait and see. Who else?
We can talk about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, here's the deal. Because she is doing some straight Virgo behavior. I know it honestly. I love it. I'm going to say it 5,000 times. The good Lord gave us a number of gifts. And a lot of us are taught from a very young age to pick a path, to walk that path, to stay on it, and never veer off.
Yeah.
It means the world does not get to experience our genius in all the areas. We're not one size fits all. And we don't have to stay into the deal of, I only do this one thing. Prince could not be put in a box. Okay? Prince did jazz, pseudo jazz. He did pop, rock, R&B. He did all the things.
Yeah.
And did extremely well. Well. It's like when you get to use all of the tools the good Lord has blessed you with, the world is so much better for it. So I love that she is playing with all the crayons in the box, as Mama Ruth says. I say, get it, girl, get it. And people hate on them, give them something to hate.
Well, and that's what I love about her, because here's the thing. Every time she dropped, like the first album, it was dedicated towards like the LGBTQIA plus community. And of course, some people had their comments about that. Then when she dropped Cowboy Carter, all the white people, especially in country music, went up in arms. This is not country music. Who says what country music is?
Who are you?
Hello, you stole country music from us, period. But then, she won all the awards, and now they tried to move the goalpost, saying, well, you know what? You won that award. We're going to give you a subcategory of that award. So, you know what? What I love about her is move the goalpost. She's going to step up and elevate it and then move on and do something else. I pray that she comes out with a rock album and she shakes up the rock industry and she wins all the awards and does all the things. Let me tell you something. Beyonce cannot be stopped. She is amazing. She is a generational talent. She is our generation's like Michael Jackson, okay? She's doing all the things, selling out stadiums, putting on performances. Congratulations to Beyonce. She just won an Emmy for the Super Bowl halftime show that she did. You cannot win all these awards if you're not talented. They're not giving it to you because you're a DEI hire. He created the space and doing the damn thing.
Mhm.
Okay?
Mhm. And
Love
people
it.
like to assume that because you have melanin, or if you're Black, that you obviously must do R&B. It's like Black people have done everything. They act like Charlie Pride didn't exist. You know what I'm saying? Or that Ray Charles never sung any country songs. It's like, where are you? Like, people don't know their history. They don't. And who is it? Living Color? Are they not a rock group? It's like, what are y'all talking about? Like,
Yeah.
we have been in every single genre known to man because we stay starting stuff. So unless you know your history, sit down, take all the stadium seats.
Yes. Oh, come on now. Bryson's coming with all of the tea today. Cardi B dropping her album September 19th. Am I the Drama? Taylor Swift dropping her new album, The Last Showgirl, coming out October 3rd. Mariah Carey got a new album coming out on September 26th. Yes. And these are all heavy hitters. And I'm not even going to say women that are dropping out. These are all heavy hitters in industry, period, in music industry. Because to be honest with you, the women are the ones that are killing in the music industry right now. Men are taking a backseat to them. They are selling out these stadiums. They're traveling the world, and they're the ones that have the fans. Ladies are killing it.
We don't want to talk about women doing what they do now, Chris. It's Friday. We don't want to start that conversation.
Hey, what do they say? Facts are facts.
Facts are facts.
Facts are facts. All right. So let's see what else we got going on in here. I'm not following this escape room thing. Oh, the name, I think the title of one of the albums is called Escape Room. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Yes, Bryson. Actually, Beyonce Bowl. Yes. Anything that she's associated with, her name gets attached to it. And that's really it. Okay. So let's go back. I want to show Elisa's video. There's so many buttons to click just to get back to those screens. All right, so here we go with Elise.
Hello, everyone. Out for another walk in the city today. This time I'm walking in the neighborhood of Mount Pleasant. It's one of our neighborhoods with a large immigrant population, and it's usually, pretty busy as far as people walking around and doing things. But I just wanted to walk through here with you all, see park police riding through, because it's a neighborhood where sometimes they have vendors on the corners, and just to see what's up here now, and if people are coming out in the daytime and talking to and interfering with citizens. But I'm gonna turn it around so you all can see. Well, hi Hannah, hi Gloria, hi Jesus Black Band. But I'm walking through Mount Pleasant. I'll turn it around so you can see the neighborhood. So this is 14th Street in Mount Pleasant. Nice neighborhood. Busy streets, as you can see. And lots of vendors on the corner. To be honest, you don't want people to come up here and start harassing our vendors like they were doing the ones in LA. But because they're always out here selling their wares. And as you can see, it's still a safe neighborhood. Hi, Jonah.
So I just wanted to share, what Elise is doing, and I commend her for not only being on this platform and speaking truth to power, but also having action and being on the streets and showing people. Like I said, the Orange Menace and his band of buffoons took the stage on Monday and tried to talk down about the District of Columbia, Baltimore, New York, Detroit, Chicago, and California. And it takes people like Elise to show what's really going on. The regular communities, do places have issues with crime? Everywhere does. A lot of the crime is happening in those red states too. But of course, he's not highlighting that. Why? Because it feeds into his base and into their narrative. So if you are not following Elise, go give her a follow. It's S Elise here on Instagram, and she's said that she's going to be out on the streets and showing people what DC really is and what it looks like on a regular basis.
And she's on YouTube as well.
Yes, absolutely.
So make sure. And the good thing about YouTube is you can do a little extra stuff. So I would say follow her in both places.
All right, so we had a couple other. I want to show this one because this one was a kind of fun as well. Let me just share this screen. Ron had a whole list, so I want to try to get as much shared as possible, and then also I want to share like more of the positive ones, things that are fun. Okay, so here's one. I'm gonna let it play. I'll explain it afterwards. Okay, so this gentleman here, Manderson Sachs, 31,000 followers. He posted this. I guess they were going somewhere and their flight got delayed. Mm-hmm. And instead of just being miserable, they all pulled out their horns and they put on a performance on the plane. I love seeing things like this. I remember a couple of years ago, there was the traveling cast for, I think it was The Lion King, had a similar situation where they just started singing some of the songs on the plane. And like, it just lightens everyone's day, makes it brighter, and it makes a pretty bad situation tolerable and actually joyful. So love seeing stuff like this. I love when people post things like this on social media, because like, honestly, this is what social media really is about. Right. You know what I mean? Just spreading this joy. So that was a good one. I want to share this one also. So this one's a before and after of Gaza, and I want people to really just look at what war really is. This is before. Mm-hmm. Gaza, vibrant, it has its hard times, but it looked like a beautiful place, situated along, and look at this, the pure and utter devastation. This is an apocalyptic look at what war really is.
Yeah.
Death,
still somebody's home.
Yes. People are living there. And I mean, this is something that's ongoing throughout the world. Wars is just one of those things that is just constant. Human beings can be the best, but they're also horrific. They are disgusting.
That's putting it mildly.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Whoop. I hate when it does that. It jump scrolls. No, I'm not going to play him. Oh, I think we played this already earlier this week, but I think it's worth giving it another look also.
White people that triple trumped, that have the nerve and the audacity to walk into a Mexican restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, an Indian restaurant, go to perhaps their gay hairdresser, I don't think you should be able to enjoy anything but Cracker Barrel. And if you want to triple Trump and you want to browbeat DEI and you want to browbeat gay people and you want to browbeat Black people as you've been doing for 400 years, and you want to browbeat this generation of immigrants that come over here and open up businesses earnestly, pay their taxes. You want to demonize them and call them rapists and felons and all this shit when the felon is the teeny weeny mushroom cock piece of shit, Kankles McTaco tits at the top of the ticket. I have fucking had it from top to bottom. White people that triple Trump should be banned, boycotted from enjoying the best thing that America has to offer, which is multiculturalism. Get your fat asses out of the Mexican restaurant. Get your fat asses over to Cracker Barrel, because nobody wants to see your fucking smug ass, teeny weeny, pink arm, big gut around. Nobody wants to see that shit. No one.
Love it. I love their podcast, and I always make sure I get all the clips on social media. Yeah, just really, really good. Love them. But anyway,
you know, she makes, I mean, we've talked about this. People don't understand the beauty of diversity. I mean, you wouldn't get half, no, 3/4 of what you enjoy every day if you didn't have other people. And everybody in this place, minus a certain set, are immigrants. Some of us were stolen. Some of us came over on a boat, but we like, this is how this works. So the idea of this person should go back to where they came from, I'm gonna help you pack your bags too. But you want to talk about somebody and then talk about having Taco Tuesday, and so it's like, cut it out. It's so ridiculous, so ridiculous. Ugh.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for mine?
Yes.
All right. So I put them in the private chat.
Oh, okay.
I would like to start with the second one first, the Johnny Creative. Since we're talking about joy, right? We're talking about joy, and music is one way, of course, to bring joy to the world. Art is another. You know, the human body is art. You know what I'm saying?
Let me share. Oh, wait. Is his account private? Oh, wait, no. Hold on. Put in the wrong search.
He is by no means private. Well, not like that, but yeah.
I got you. All right, let me load it. Share screen, Instagram, share. Okay. So we have Johnny Creative. He has 31.3 followers. He's a visual storyteller, empowering expression educator, mentor worldwide.
Yes. If I could take, okay, so press that second photo, like his image. Yes. If I could take Johnny Creative's or Johnny Edwards' energy, his essence, and put it in a bottle and sell it, man, I would so sell it. Love the fact that he is big on self-portraits, and he's also big on just looking at life through a different lens, but understand that everybody is a work of art and should be celebrated as such. So his art is amazing, right? Could I ever, I don't have a certain look to my art. I don't. Right. I don't have a certain look, but I love a person who takes more self-portraits than me. Is that
why we get along?
Get down with it. Because I take a lot of self-portraits.
I haven't listened. That's how I got my start on this platform, but time and you move on to do different things. But we're getting back. We have to get back to that. These are stunning, by the way.
Taking a self-portrait allows you to play with different ideas and what have you.
Yes.
But it also shows the world, how you see yourself, right? But his art is amazing. The way he captures light is beyond words. And he actually is very easy to talk to. I had the sheer pleasure of having him photograph me earlier this year. but he's a
Oh,
handful.
okay.
He's a good handful though. He's a good
I
handful.
love these.
Right?
I love this photo.
Yeah.
This is something that I would do.
Mm-hmm.
I probably actually have. As a matter of fact, one of the photos that my post today has a photo similar to this particular look.
He has
Yeah,
a lot
this
of
is really.
hats. He has a lot
I
of
like
hats.
this.
But his tattoo journey is a story that I would like to dig into. You know, I'm not really big for tattoos. It's not. I know, right? Is that not the awesome? Oh my god!
That's stunning.
I mean, yes.
It's the
Yeah.
colors, it's how he's set
Yeah.
up, and it's how he set up his light. Like
Yes.
I love a good contrast photo with that
Mhm.
the shadows and the light and the play and how it just interacts with the body. I love
Yeah.
this. I love this, love this, love this.
Yeah, you can get caught up in his feed. And what's cool about his feed, like he talks about it, he has not deleted any of his first photos, right? Because everybody goes through a journey. And that's the coolest thing. Like so many people want to come out in any kind of arts, a way of expressing themselves, be it baking, cocktail mixer, whatever they do.
Mhm.
They want to come out guns blazing. One, there is no perfection. So that's one. But two, you need to appreciate your journey and to be able
Yeah.
to have it and look back to say, this is where I started. Here's where I am.
You're speaking to me right now because that's what I've been doing. I don't know if you've been seeing, I know you've been seeing some of my posts that I've been doing lately because even Ronald said to me, "Oh, you're posting again." I said, "Yeah, I felt it." But instead of doing something that's new, I've been posting old stuff that how I got started because a lot of people that follow me now probably have never seen any of the stuff that I
Never seen
did
it.
years ago.
Mhm.
And I always say, what's old to me is new to you. So why
Right.
not? And
Right.
people are like thinking that this is all new stuff. I'm like, no, this is all old stuff from the archives. But yeah, like I love this stuff here.
Yeah,
It's gorgeous.
he has amazing work. So if you enjoy the art and you know that the body is visual art, then I say definitely check out Johnny Creative.
Yeah, definitely go follow.
It's Johnny Edwards. So my
Yes.
next one
Hmm.
is the first one. So and I just
Okay.
interviewed him. So I'm still on this high. It's Gumbo St. James.
I think I know who you. Cause I saw some of the clips. Let's
Yes.
see.
Okay, so as you're finding his
Here
page,
he
yes.
is.
First of all, I interviewed him with the idea that I was going to talk about his art, but I said, "Tell me what you want to talk about." And he was like, "I want to talk about, Black scientists in STEM." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, okay, that works." Didn't know he was a scientist. In fact, he's kind of like a brainiac. I shouldn't say kind of. He is a
Okay.
brainiac, right? He is a brainiac. He just got his first patent. And so we got to talking, and I thought, holy hell, like what? Now there is a post here because about 2 years ago, he said he wanted to really experience life and attend a concert every single month. And
Oh.
there is a compilation of every concert he attended in 2024.
Do you know which one it is?
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep up. Go back one. I think the one that says January. That one.
This one?
Yeah. Yes. So every single month he was. And I thought to myself, I was like, amazing.
And if the sun would stay for one, it will stay for you.
Here's why I'm suggesting Gumbo St. James. The way that he is going through life, he's going through life saying, you know what? I've had my good times, my bad times. I'm in my moment of blooming, right? And this is that moment where you have decisions. Every single person gets the same 24 hours. You get to decide how you want to craft your life, how you want to show it every single moment that you're here on this earth. And so when I got into his Instagram and even seeing his art, because I met him at an art show, I was just literally amazed and loved and just engaged. And so for him, his Instagram page gives me other reasons to say, okay, Gwendolyn, let's go back and let's put on a different pair of glasses and look at that one more time and really think about this moment. So he's highly inspiring. I don't even know if he set out to be that inspiring. I don't think he did, but he is very inspiring. And he's going to be my next guest on the wine show, because as a scientist, the way he breaks down cocktails is like amazing. I was like, bro, I was like, you ask him a question and you get this whole background, kind of like, Bill Nye the Science Guy answer. And I thought this is going to be so great for Let's Wine a Little. That's a different take on cocktails. Yeah. Okay. But he's a scientist and an artist.
Nice. I like this one. Hold on one second. Kimmy Kim, you have made a comment. You might want to take my comment down during this part. Which comment were you referring to? Let me know. All right. Let's go to your last one.
Yes, this is Prime ATL. Now he's on Instagram, but he's also on YouTube. And he is my suggestion for anybody who wants to look at how they tell their story. Right. He just started his Instagram page maybe a month ago, maybe a month and a half. Honestly, I kid you not. But
he's got a good following, though.
Yeah, well, yeah. He's got a great following on YouTube too. Amazing young man. Absolutely love his lives. But he has a way of storytelling where he does a mini film in like 2 minutes. And when I say it is chock full of emotion and thought, I'm like, how is he doing this? You can get caught up. So if you watch his YouTube, you're like, okay, I've been here for 5 hours. I don't know where the time went. Yes. What's also great though is he's not a person. Yeah, he's not a gatekeeper. He's like, I believe in everybody showing up, and I believe that we can all help each other. Right. So he does these lives. He does meetups where he teaches people, shares with them how to tell their story differently. Because, a lot of us are not. Some of these people who spend like 8 hours on an edit for like a 30-second short video, that is not Gwendolyn. That ain't it. I'm not doing that. But he quickly shares with you how to take even your live stream, your shorts, your long form content, and just zhuzh it up within seconds. It could be as simple as adding a filter to your lens. I mean, it's genius. But he is why I have changed how I edit my own videos. Now, I don't follow everything he does, but you take a little bit of something and you go from 0 to 60. But he is he's a young man, so humble. He does a lot of lives where we just kind of sit and chat. At one point, I was the oldest person in that room.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, but okay, because you know how they say, okay, so young people are like, so how old is everybody? Tell me like how old you are and how long you've been doing videos and blah, blah, blah. And so they're all putting out like, well, I'm 28 and I'm 34. And I'm like, and I was like, well, I'll be 50 in September. And he was like, no, that's not real. I said, now, Black folks don't look like you. Okay. He's like, yeah, you're right. But there is no judgment because everybody can learn from every single person.
Yeah.
We forget that, we forget, like we tend to attach age to wisdom. And that also too is a false narrative because you could be an old fool.
Yeah.
Like, we see that every day because, but yes.
Let me play one of these.
Ghetto, we in Atlanta at the Curate meet of ATL. I think this is about his first one ever, and they got 100 people here. I don't know, man. It seemed to me like he might have sold his soul, but crime coming up, man. You know what I'm saying? So you see who here at this one. So pull up to the next one. You feel me? You're doing this like every month. I ain't gonna lie, I got a free photo shoot, and the pictures was good. I got like 3 free photo shoots. You know what I'm saying? For the tickets, that was a good deal. I might keep coming here every time I want a photo shoot. I want some professional pictures just to cheat the system. You know what I'm saying? Get some good photos. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna
do. So I have to say, I love a good photography meetup. Like I remember when I got back into photography, back in like 2015, around that time, or even a little before that, I would go to meetups all the time. I've met like some world-renowned photographers, just local people, and like that's how you learn. That's how you see your peers, and you get to understand where you fit in the collective, basically, and that's how you learn. I picked up so many great photography tips from other people, and I've shared some of the things that I picked up along the way at different meetups. So if you ever get an opportunity to go to a meetup in your area, or you're traveling and you see that there's one available, go to it. It's a great way to connect with other photographers, other creatives, and it's a great way to expand your horizon and your repertoire.
Yes, I completely agree. He had one in Atlanta on July 4th, and I was like, "Ugh, I got my babies. I got to be with my babies on that day." But I see here that Mimi has a Focus Friday in there. She
All
has
right,
one,
where?
the Nas Music Nashville African American Wind Symphony is amazing, she says.
Let's see. All right, let me look that one up. Give me 1 second.
Says they put up the full video from the viral clip of Earth, Wind, and Fire's tunes. Ooh. It's nothing like the symphony taking your I say average, but a song and redoing it. I have this whole thing on of like Purple Rain from I forgot what. There was some symphony that did. I can't even think of it now. But it's a different sound, but it sounds amazing. Still sounds good.
Oh, okay, I got it. Here we go.
Found it?
Yeah, let me pull it up on the screen. I think this is going to be the last one because I want to get out here on time. Share screen. Okay, here we go. This was Mimi's, you said?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it's NAAWS_music. They've got almost 8,000 followers, and this is the page. Is there any particular one she said she wants us to share?
No, it doesn't say.
Okay.
So you
Let me
can
just play this. I'll just play this. Come on now. Oh, let me follow this one right quick. That's awesome. I am following them now. Yeah, they were killing it. You know what? That was a great way to end Focus Friday because we started off with music and we're kind of
end with music.
finishing. Yeah. So before we get out of here, well, let me see if there are any more comments in the chat before we do our announcements and get out of here. Let's see. It's down. Okay. Thank you, Kim and Kim. Tom said, I'm not coming to Kennedy Center honors, and he declined. Awesome. That's exactly what Gloria Gaynor, that's what she needs to do. Yep. Especially with all the support that she got from the gays over the years. Yeah, girl.
Yes.
Figure it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. All right. I think that's it in the comments section. So, of course, this Saturday, August 16th, is World Photography Day in Brooklyn. Shamel Shabazz will be hosting, and then also be taking the group photo. And I believe the group photo is at 11 a.m. So show up. They're all photographers, models, people associated with photography. Go show up at the Brooklyn Museum and be a part of that wonderful event. Also, don't forget to join Ron's email list today. New service updates, industry news, monthly trends, and be in the know. If we ever lose this platform, you want to be able to stay in touch with him. So go to ronlewisphotos.com and subscribe. Ron is also an event photographer. So, this is how he makes his money. This is how he makes his living. Go reach out to him on Ron Lewis Photos. And he travels for photography as well. So any type of event you've got, he's your man. And of course, last, we want to thank our Patreon members. Your support helps us create amazing content. We cannot do this show. He cannot do this show without the support of the Patreon members. And yesterday he did show his Patreon page, and that you can subscribe to it at different tiers, starting as low as $3 and going up to even $100. I believe he has 2 $100 paying members. So go and support what Ron does here on YouTube and all the things that he's doing on social media. So Gwendolyn, got anything else before we get out of here?
It's date night. We're going to go see Highest to Lowest.
Okay.
Yes, it's date night.
Nice. So before I get out of here, I have just a friendly reminder. Constantly Changing for Me is now live. The first video just dropped at 12 noon. So go check it out. It's a brief 1.5 minute video, just welcoming everyone to the page. The next video is going to drop at 2 p.m. That's also a short video, but it's a call to action. I'm looking for guests for Safe Space, the new season 3, which is going to premiere, I believe, in October. So those are the first 2 videos that are out on the page today. And I'm actively working on some long form videos. I'm actually really excited for the first video that I'm going to drop. It's going to be our European vacation that we took last year for Ronald's birthday. We went to England and Paris. And what I loved about that trip, this is something that he's been wanting to do for a long time. This is like his dream vacation. And he always wanted to go during the fall time because he wanted to do like the fashions and just be there when the fog's rolling in and have some good days, some not so good weather days, and we got to experience all of that. But the one thing that I love more than anything was that I was able to time it that literally he spent the morning in England on his birthday and spent the evening in Paris, and we did a dinner cruise on the River Thames, and we're able to experience that, and then also see the Eiffel Tower just light up, and just have such a memorable vacation and birthday. And this is what life is about, making memories. And I'm looking forward to sharing that with the world. So go check me out on Constantly Changing for Me on YouTube. I'm super excited to have my own channel finally. Just to share all the content, and you'll see a lot of behind the scenes stuff of how we put together the recap show, how I put together Safe Space, and anything else that I'm doing. I like showing behind the scenes because I think that that's really where the magic happens. It's nice to see all this being polished and finished version of something, but to see how it actually goes down. Like right now, in my office, I've got laundry on the floor because I'm doing laundry, and I've just got stuff everywhere. So that's the type of stuff that you'll see behind the scenes. With that being said, I really appreciate you guys allowing me to come into your living rooms, on your TV, on your mobile devices, where you might be in the car, at work, on the train this week. Thank you, Ron, for allowing me to step in as host this week. Since I got keys, why not? And then thank you, Gwendolyn, for co-hosting with me on these 2 days. This has been fun. We need to do this more often. Maybe we need to talk anyway offline.
We do need to talk. Yes.
Yes. And then thank you to everyone in the audience. Let's just see before we get off of here. Now I know why Ron can't get off, because everyone's chatting. You want to make sure you give people in the community so that their voices could be heard. So let's see. Mimi says, congrats. Thank you so much. Kimmy Kim, 100. She's congrats. Have a great weekend. Let's see. Thanks. Appreciate you both at Touchbase Daily. This is great. Thanks, Case Law. Hannah says, I just peeped you. Thank you, Hannah. I appreciate that. Enjoy the weekend. And guest co-host, yes. Bryson, come on now. I'm gonna need you to step it up. Do either get on board or put up videos so we can share with people, but you need to be heard, my friend. All right, with that being said, it's time to get out of here. Everyone have a great weekend. Go enjoy what's left of summer. Go out to a park, go out to a movie, go out to a club, do something fun. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys again next week. Oh, don't forget, I believe tonight is game night with Ron, so don't forget to join him at 11:30 p.m. for game night. All right, guys, have a good one. Goodbye.
Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, and leave a comment on this video. I would love to hear from you. Thank you again. Until I see you next time.